Alright, I'm heading out of Mount Collins shelter this morning. A really late start. It's well after 9 o'clock, but I'm only going about 5.3 miles. I have almost half a mile out of here, and then anywhere 4.8 to Newfound Gap once I get back up on the HE. It was a nice shelter with a privy, which is always a plus. I did tent last night, so it was nice. Able to change out the dressing on my hip. There are not any scabs left on my hip, and 0 raw spots. So it is almost completely healed. Still just a little tender, but there aren't any open wounds there or ulcers. Beautiful trail this morning. I do know coming down last night there were many icy patches. With a cool breeze this morning, I anticipate some more ice in certain areas, but it was overall this beautiful looking hike. I still need to look up where in Gatlinburg I will stay. First, trying to get a ride from Newfound down. I don't want to take a shuttle if I can help it. The shuttle that serves that area charges $135 to go one way into Gatlinburg. It's about 15 miles from Newfound Gap down to Gatlinburg. I sure don't want to pay $135 just for a one-way ride. But hoping there will be internet service once I get to Newfound Gap, so I can start looking for a place to stay and make a reservation. I need a shower really bad, and I would really like to wash my clothes. So, going down last night was fine, but coming out first thing in the morning. Wake up, legs. Let's go. The beautiful sun shining through the pine trees. Absolutely gorgeous. Now this is an example of a blowdown right here. So I might attempt it while holding the phone. We'll see. It's really muddy, so hopefully I don't take a spill. But kind of straddle over the log. Have to sit on it. Get up the other side, and away we go. Turn around, see. And again, that's a great big blowdown right over the trail. I was so tired last night when I got in. All I did was eat 2 protein bars, drink some electrolytes, and went to bed. I didn't even make a meal. I was just so tired when I got in. I slept pretty good. I woke up about every 2 to 3 hours. Just kind of toss and turn, and then got comfortable and settled back in and fell asleep. So overall, it was a pretty good night's sleep. Indian Gap Road. Traffic of all sorts once passed through here. Indians, explorers, Confederate soldiers, farmers with livestock herds, merchants, and families traveling for varied reasons. This is Indian Gap. The road trace that descends the hill in front of you, that would be over that way, is a remnant of the Indian Gap Road, at one time the major north-south route through the Great Smoky Mountains. For centuries this has been an Indian trail, but in the 1830s it was widened as a toll road with charges for pedestrians, riders, vehicles, and livestock. The new road was steep, rocky, rutted, and only about 5 feet wide. Ice and fallen trees often obstructed the way. But until the Newfound Gap Road opened in the 1930s, travelers had no better way to cross the mountains. To avoid the arduous crossing, many opted for lengthy routes around. And this shows a picture of mountain travelers often used sleds year-round on rugged mountain roads like the Indian Gap Road. A trace of the Indian Gap Road is visible a short distance inside the woods in front of you. Today, remnants of the road are accessible only to hikers. The Road Prong Trail follows the road trace from here, descending about 3.3 miles to the Newfound Gap Road at the Chimney Tops Trailhead parking area. And there you go. This is your Indian Gap Road area. And now I go down over here, follow this white blaze, and we've got about 1.7 miles to go to Newfound Gap. Going up hills can be hard to begin with, but then you add all these stairs and it makes it doubly strenuous. My knees prefer the trail walking over constant stepping up on these steps. I understand the purpose, which is, I guess, to help with water drainage. You got me. Or maybe it helps stop trail erosion. But all I know is my knees do not like all these stairs. And there have been hundreds of them since I left the shelter this morning. And as you can see, there will continue to be a whole bunch more. So that is the trail. I've been coming up right there. Here's the view from this opening. A little bit of an opening. And then here you can see there's wire fencing. So they put this grating in here so you can go up and around the wire fencing. And there's a sign on the other side letting us know what's going on with this. Beech forest exposure. Sorry, I can't see. This is one of approximately 20 special sites that have been identified for fencing against the wild hog, a native animal that has been present in the park only since the 1950s. This enclosure contains a beech forest community that is unique to the southern Appalachians. It contains an assemblage of native plants and animals that would be seriously impaired by the invasion of hogs. The fence was installed in 1984 in an effort to retain the natural character of the site. Thus the reason for the grading that the hogs won't walk on. I'm happy to say I have not come across any wild hogs. So, of course, I believe the side I'm on now might be where the wild hogs are. Maybe I just came from the other side that wasn't close. I don't know. Guess we'll find out. All right, I have made it here to Newfound Gap. Oh. Tennessee, North Carolina state line. Woohoo! There it is. Wow. Look at all the people. Alright, so I was able to get a ride from Newfound Gap down into Gatlinburg. The couple that picked me up had their son with them, and they had thru-hiked in 2014. They said 10 years ago today is when they actually started. So it was pretty neat that they were up there at Newfound Gap, and the lady walked right up to me and said, "Hey, do you need a ride to Gatlinburg? We are previous thru hikers and we'd love to help you out." So thank you, Lord, for that godsend. So I'm right now at a hotel down here in Gatlinburg. This is the view off my little patio. So very nice. It is almost 80 degrees out here today. Very, very warm. So I'm going to jump in, take a quick shower, have to throw on my same stinky clothes, run up to the Outfitters, get some food. Maybe I can find a cheap pair of shorts and a top so that later I can get my laundry done. If not, I'll have to do it in 2 separate loads. It is supposed to rain tomorrow, so I am going to go ahead and stay here through tonight and then again through tomorrow. And then Saturday morning, yeah, tomorrow's Friday, Saturday morning I hope to be able to, if not have a ride lined up already, stand out by somewhere out near the Smoky Mountain sign that everybody stops to get their picture taken at. And maybe somebody will give me a ride back up to Newfound Gap. It's about a 15-mile drive. So it'd be like a day-and-a-half hike for me. But yeah, so hopefully it all works out. The good Lord has provided so far. So I hope everybody's having a great day back home and wherever you may be watching from. So I was able to shake out my tent to get any of the leaves and stuff that had gotten inside of it. Got that all cleaned out, turned it inside out, let it air like that for a little bit, and now I've turned it right side out, and I'm letting it sit out here and air out again. So this is perfect. Get my shower and then bring that tent in. Then put on some of my dirty clothes since I really don't have any other clothes to change into. And I'll walk up to the Outfitters. One of my trekking poles is bent. I think it got pulled fully apart and now it's just not working properly. So I'm going to go ahead and take those over and see if they can help me with it. If not, I'm going to have to buy a new pair because I can't change the height of it. So when I go to set up my tent, I can't change the height of the poles to set up the tent. So that's about it. Got things hanging out, airing out in the bedroom as well. You see here, I got the sleeping bag laid out. I've got some things already charging over there. Air mattress laid out, and then everything just spread all over the place. So, gonna get a load of clothes ready. I'm gonna jump in, take a shower, change, run to the Outfitters, run back here, go up the hill, do the laundry. It's at their other hotel, not at this one. I'll go up there and do the laundry, come back down, probably shower again, change into the clean clothes, then run up the hill again and do the second set of laundry. Kind of crazy, but I don't have another option since I don't have too many clothes to change into.